To do a self-love spell, you need these materials. You need jars of whatever size you prefer. I'm using pink candles, but you should use whatever color you associate self-love with. Rose petals, rose buds, raspberry leaves, jasmine, rose quartz, incense, and a lighter. So the first thing you want to do is cleanse the jars. You're going to light the incense and use it to cleanse the energy inside and outside of the jars. And you can also do this to the tops. So after cleansing the jars, it's time to layer the ingredients for the spell. I typically start with the most dense one, which is usually the crystal, or in this case, the rose quartz. So I fill the jars with rose quartz about a third of the way, sometimes more, sometimes less. Then I add rose buds for the larger jars and rose petals for the smaller ones. The last two ingredients are jasmine and raspberry leaf, and I just fill the jar up until it's full, and then I put the top on. So on to the final step, which is sealing. This is where the candle comes in handy. So you start by lighting the pink candle, and then you want to turn it on its side and dangle it over the top of the lid of the jar and let it drip. As you do this, you should be thinking about or even speaking out loud your intentions for the spell. For example, because this is a self-love spell, I will be thinking something along the lines of, I love myself, I'm in love with myself, something like that, right? As it drips. This will help to seal the intentions into the spell to make it work. This process kind of takes a while, but eventually it should look something like this. After it's finished, you can also hold it in your hand and set the intentions for it then, whatever works for you. And yeah, that's basically how you do a self-love spell.